Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday, bubbles and these models are it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Detroit Lions. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, give me that. I need it. Big shot right there.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He may try and run, throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Geis. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Complete. Richardson has it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. On the crossing route, complete. It's Reed. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's got Thompson here, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing again is Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the Lions have recovered.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
From the 50, Stafford finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Hurry up, get set.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing again is Stafford. Looking downfield for Joe. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Smith now on second down. Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He's going to field this at the 4. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set, lady. Back 57, ready.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Tag 50, tag 50. You ready? Yellow lady. Yellow lady. 4 down, 4 down.
Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, tag 58 here, tag 58. That's good, tag 53, here we go.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run with Thompson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this 1st half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the 1st half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Stafford gives to Abdullah. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? Used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Looking to throw on second down. Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a third down. Play action. It's Smith. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And this one is incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and it's third and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Stafford. A dump off for Abdullah. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down.
Right.
Smith on first down. Out to the left here to Reed. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's go, 15.
From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 10. So we've reached, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jonathan Hankins able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Jordan Reed has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Matt Thompson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And Davis with it left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. All right. Yellow. Let's go. Gun.
From the 50, it's Smith. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Off to Geis on the screen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be
looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. This is Abdullah, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Jones has it over the middle. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set, lady.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Scarborough. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Red.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Stafford now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They pitch to Abdullah. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They go with Abdullah again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So out now come the Lions. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions add on to their lead. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
22.
Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sideline as a head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A handoff to Abdullah. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Abdullah, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more, plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Pernell McPhee in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Crowder now to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. On 1st down, Smith. Doctson with a grab over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They shakes him off. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Out of the gun, Smith. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. It's Scarborough again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And Charles, I think